All right. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to another session of Stock Tips. I'm here with one of my students, Diquan Southerland. Hey, Diquan.
Hey, how you doing, David?
Wonderful. And yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
All right. What a market ride we had today. Did you have a good ride?
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat, right? So, what kind of a day did you have? I want to know what happened with. First of all, did you take advantage of any of the stock tips that I gave last night?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got back in. I got back into GE, and I got in GE at a good price. Actually, I'm up in GE and JetBlue. You gave out JetBlue, and so I'm in
Yes.
GE and JetBlue. I did a dip buy in INO, but it did drop some more. So I went ahead and bailed out. I bailed out because it dropped tremendously from where I bought it from. $1, almost.
Really?
Yeah, it dropped from I bought it in at like 14, right about 14.70. It's down to like $13 now. It's down 13 and some change.
So, just so you're aware, these stocks that I'm giving you here are just starter stocks, meaning you can make some money, you can lose some money, but if you have the patience, you'll learn. You can make some money, you can lose some money, but if you have the patience, you'll learn. So, is there anything wrong with that?
No, not at all.
All right. So, let me tell you my experience with JetBlue today. JetBlue went up 30 to 40 cents today. Is that right or wrong?
Yes, it went up about 30, yeah, 35.
Did you know that after hours it went down?
I ain't checked.
That's one of the things that most of us, when we're starting out, we don't know. There's activity after 4 p.m. up to at least 6 p.m. And some stocks run 24 hours a day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know they run 24 hours. Some of them.
Shocking, right? Shocking. But not only that, those stocks that only run until 6 p.m., some of those stocks open up anywhere from 4 to 8 in the morning, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern time. Wild, isn't it?
That is.
Right. So what I'm trying to tell you here is you can make some money, but you can lose some money. Sometimes we're looking for the perfect game. We want 10, 20% return. It's not always going to happen. It's not always going to happen. So if you see something that's not going your way, just like you saw with INO, you're going to have to take what you can. I did it 2 or 3 times today. 2 or 3 times. I made some gains. I cashed in, and then I went back in to get some more gains. So as of right now, some of those stocks are going my way. I had one I had to bail out. I had $140 loss on one stock. But if I would have kept in there, I would have had less of a loss. So that's the way these things work. Okay, even the experts lose money. So everybody loses money. However, if you learn how to cut losses, you don't lose that much. So I saw mine going up and up and up, going the wrong way. I was losing money. And so I just I cut my losses early, and sure enough, within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, it went back down. I could have lost less, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because if a stock is not going your way, then it's a risk. So how was your experience with GE today?
GE was it's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well. You know how GE does, it fluctuates. It don't hardly move that much, but it's a good sign that it is doing a little.
So I'll tell you the backstory to some of these, because I'm certain you're not aware of it. INO is heavily invested by Bill Gates.
Didn't know that.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to tell you here is we don't know who's investing into these stocks always. Okay. A lot of people follow INO. It's because of Bill Gates. Expect INO to go up to at least 25 to 30. When? I don't know. It could be a week. It could be 2 months. It could be a year. Expect it to go up. It's going to go up. Today's news headline said expect a vaccination within the next year for coronavirus. So guess what Bill Gates is promoting? His own company, the company that he's invested in, heavily invested in, right?
Yeah.
So that's number one. Now GE's having some issues, right? They want their companies to get back going. The problem is some of their companies cannot work properly unless people are next to each other, working right next to each other. So that's one of the problems that they're going to have in the next few days, figuring that out. I'm certain they'll come up with a better plan. I'm certain they'll be able to do it one way or another. I don't know how, but I'm pretty certain they have an assembly line, so they need people next to each other. So that is hard, shifting a machine that is meant to be worked next to each other. So they've got to figure that out. But they'll figure it out. There are many ways to do that. They can put plastic next to people so to cover them up or something. They will figure that out. So did you know these two facts?
No, I knew about GE were having some issues. I think them and I want to say something about is it Ford or something like that?
Ford. Yep, Ford. What about Ford?
And GM. It was something. I saw those three they was in the category to get today in the article. I don't typically remember what it said about it, but I knew it was something. It's an issue they got going on. I think it's an issue. I don't know. Can't recall what it was from this morning that I read.
Right. Yes. They're Ford has money issues, amongst other things. All right. So all these companies have money issues. Now, another thing is, I just heard some news today that why are these huge companies being saved when in the 70s, these companies weren't being saved. They let them go bankrupt and just start it all over again. Sometimes that has to happen. I mean, just take it as an example. You know, there's two types of forest fires. One is caused by human beings. The other one is caused naturally, right? The human being ones, we're not happy with. The ones that are caused naturally, did you know that sometimes a forest is so covered up that the little trees don't have a chance to grow? They don't get enough sun. They don't get enough exposure. Mainly sun, probably some rain. You know, because most rain is not very heavy, so it might make it down to it, it might not. So that's a reality. So natural forest fires help to get rid of all this overabundance of tall trees and start new with smaller trees from the ground up. Two, it puts minerals into the soil, and most people will never figure that out. Not even through this video. Most people will never figure that out. Minerals get put back into the soil because of the ashes. Ashes create natural minerals, natural substance. So that's a reality. And we need these minerals. If they don't come about, how are we going to get them? Now, Diquan, I wanted to ask you here, are there any stocks that you're looking at that you have a question?
Today I was looking at, I believe the ticker symbol was V. I think I invested in it before. I remember, I think I put in it, I'm looking back at it now, I think it's VRTX, I want to say.
Yes, VRTX. I have that on my list.
Yeah,
now,
VRTX.
That's a risky stock. Would you like to know more information about that?
Yeah, why is it so risky?
Well, how about this? Why don't we have a session tomorrow and explain why it's risky?
Okay.
Right? So everyone, this is it for tonight. I just want to let you know that one of my students has had some success in following the methods that we're implementing in our own team. And I haven't given him much. I haven't given him a lot. He has been inspired to take a lead from just being, watching in the sidelines to just taking a leap of faith, and a leap of faith with some news, with some form of catalyst that allows him to go in and say, this is why I'm going in. And although he doesn't have all the answers yet, he's taking small chances in order to make some returns. Isn't this correct, or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, and this is what we want to see. So remember, for tomorrow night, we'll go over VXRT and why it is higher risk. All right, until then, have a great evening. Thank you, Diquan, and tomorrow we'll have another live, and we'll talk later. Okay?
Okay. All right, David.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you.